Hey everybody, it's Janet with Sugar Shine Designs and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you a unboxing and give you a review of a company called Stuff4Crafts. Now this is a company I hadn't heard of before, but that doesn't mean anything. You guys might all know about them, but I was impressed and I wanted to share it with you just in case. I found this company just by doing a search for some other products, and I discovered they were pretty reasonably priced. So I thought, well, I'll give them a try. Now what you see here is the box that has been opened with the stuffing on the top, and I'm going to begin pulling that off and showing you all the items I bought. So let's get started. So here we go. Now the first thing I will tell you is I appreciate that the box they put everything in fit the number of items and size of items. I think Amazon in particular is really guilty of putting it in too big of a box, and it's such a waste. So this is nicely packaged. Everything came undamaged, and I was very happy with that. Now I purchased 12 items. I spent $105. There was no tax on this order, so that's the first thing that's a plus. And let me show you what I bought here. So I've been kind of on an art impressions kick lately. I've really had fun with these cute stamps. And so I bought a few of them. Let's look at them right here. The first is this Weekend Warrior, You're My Hero. So I was thinking about Father's Day, of course, and my husband is very much like this. He's the weekend warrior that does all kinds of projects. So I'm definitely going to use this in a project. You will see that around Father's Day. Very, very, very cute, I thought. All right, next up is this Art Impressions Mouthful stamp. Now they have a lot of these different Mouthful stamp, but to me this one was the most attractive. It's so sassy. We've got this big fat cat with a big grin on his face, and then all these different items he can hold. And there is a die here that cuts out the mouth, and that's how you can put everything in his mouth if you want to, or switch out whatever you want in his mouth. So he's got you know, that party stuff and the food and all of that, and he's got such cute sayings to go with him. I mean, when I say he's sassy, I really mean he's sassy. This one says birthday fishes. Then we have cat Pacinos make birthdays perfect, eat more whole foods, and catitude is everything. So I mean, they are adorable. Little sayings, and there's a lot you can do with this, from birthdays to just, you know, general cards. Then we have this one for Easter. This is a shaker card, and it's hey honey buns is what the saying is. It's got the action wobble and the die included so that his tail wobbles when you press it, so, or push it. And I'm going to have a lot of fun making a card with that one, and you'll see him as well. I've gotten lots of cute stuff lately, so I'm going to be having fun making something with this one as well. All right, next I want to show you these Jilly Bean jar shaker cards. They're not cards, but this is the shaker part of it, made out of PVC, and it has adhesive on the back side of it, so you can put it in a card and it'll stick there. So when you fill it with your shaker material and then cover the back, it will be an instant shaker card. Now here are the cards that go with it that actually are cut just to fit it inside. So these were extremely reasonable, especially compared to what I found on web for other sites. These were only, the shakers were $3.98, and the shaker cards were also $3.98, and these were over $6 and over $7 at other sites. Now next is this Shamrock Confetti from Darice. This was also very reasonable at $2.41. Believe it or not, I found this for $6.09 and $8.96 on other sites. And this has really big ones as well as the smaller ones to use. So I will definitely be using them in a St. Patrick's Day card. Now here's Wink of Stella. I just needed clear Wink of Stella. I had used up all of mine, so it was time to get another one. Nothing too interesting there. Then I got some Tombow mono erasers. This is to erase pencil and pen marks. And I've been wanting to try these for some time, so I just decided to finally pull the trigger and use them. I'll let you know if I like that or not. I'm not sure it will work, but I'm going to give it a try because sometimes, you know, the ink goes beyond where you want it to go, or same thing goes with pencils. So I'm just going to give it a try. Now these erasers, I paid for the 2-pack $4.99. The closest price I could find to it was $5.85. So again, another decent savings there. The next thing I'm going to show you is the Marvy Yoshida jewel picker. This is something I've been wanting for some time, and I just haven't picked it up. This was $4.99 versus $7.05 was the closest alternative I could get to it on the two sites I looked at, which were Amazon and Overstock. I also checked scrapbook.com, but they didn't have it at all. So there's that. Next, I have the Kaiser Craft card creation dies called Stained Glass, and it's for a card front, of course. And I really like the look of this. I don't have any like this, so I thought it'd be fun to have, to play with. And the pattern here reminds me a little bit of St. Patrick's Day, so I might use it for that, but it could also be reminiscent of a trellis for Mother's Day or, you know, birthday or whatever. So that was $12.99 versus $14. Now here is a Photoplay Easter pack called Hoppy Easter, and this one was also fairly reasonable. $10.99 versus $12.44 was the, well, actually no, I found it for $12.14 at scrapbook.com. So $12.14 versus $12.44, not a huge difference there. But these are really cute papers, and I really needed some Easter paper because I guess I've just used it all up. I just don't have much in my stash, so I realized I better get something for that. Okay, so last but not least is the Spectrum Noir Intermediate Coloring Technique DVD. And I've been for some time trying to improve my coloring, and I use Spectrum Noir markers. And this person here, Leanne Cheevers, is kind of the Spectrum Noir face for showing and instructing how to use their markers. So there's a lot of great stuff in here, and I'm looking forward to opening this up and viewing some of the information. It has over 30 digistamps that you can download with this, and there are 40 coloring examples and 80 coloring guides along with step-by-step tutorials. So I'm hoping that this will help me learn how to do some better shading and also how to use light better, because I'm not so great at that. All right, so let me tell you how much all this cost and just what I thought of the whole experience with Stuff4Crafts. Overall, I would give this company an A+, because the order was fairly fast. I ordered it February 1st. I got it February 7th, so 6 days, including the weekend. And overall, I saved quite a bit of money. I spent $105.52 for these 12 items. I compared all these items to Amazon, which Amazon had every single one of them, and their cost would have been $22.29 higher, or an average of $1.86 higher for every item. And that's a 21% savings also from Amazon. So this was a very reasonable indeed compared to that, and there was no tax. So I think in Amazon, some of these sites that I would have ordered these individual items from would have had some tax. So the other place I looked is overstock.com. I've used them quite a bit lately, and I was shocked because that was really more expensive. They did not have all the items. First of all, they only had 8 out of the 12. But with those 8, even after I took 15% off, because usually they have 12 to 18% off the list prices, I would have spent $20.08 more, and it would have been a 31% savings using Stuff4Crafts versus Overstock.com, and that's a 31% savings, or an average of $2.51 per item savings. So that was huge. There were a couple items that were slightly less expensive than Stuff4Crafts, but I discovered that there is a form on their website that says If you find something less expensive and you've got a website you can go to and it's in stock, you just fill out this little form and send it along with your order. And they say they will give you that price break. I did not realize that when I did this order, so I'm definitely going to do that in the future. I could have saved not a ton more, but it was like a couple dollars, so every dollar helps, right? Then also they have a 60-day money-back guarantee. They say no questions asked so long as the package isn't opened or used, which I think is reasonable. That said, I'm sure if there was something defective when you opened it, they would take it back. The other thing is, word of caution, make sure you put in your code if your order is over $99 so you get the free shipping. Otherwise, it won't apply it automatically. All right, so overall, I give it a thumbs up for timing. Number one, it was quick. And secondly, there was no tax. And the prices are just really, really much better than I could find anywhere else. Well, that's all for me today. Thanks for joining on my unboxing and review of Stuff4Crafts. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll be back with more projects using these items. Until then, bye-bye, and have a happy crafting week.